Sometime before Joel and Ellie's arrival in Kansas City, Kathleen's resistance group successfully overthrows Fedra. It's total chaos, as resistance fighters rejoice on the torture and death of Fedra soldiers. Without anyone noticing, Henry guides his brother Sam to safety, while Kathleen interrogates a group of collaborators, people who betrayed their neighbors to Fedra to make their lives easier. She wants them to tell where Henry is, but as they aren't too forthcoming, she tells Perry to kill them all. Immediately, one informant speaks up, saying Henry is with Dr. Edelstein, adding that the doctor has a place they can hole up in the open city. When Kathleen instructs her men to go look for Henry, Perry states they should focus on other things first, but Kathleen doesn't listen. She also tells Perry to kill the informants and burn their bodies after. Meanwhile, Henry and Sam indeed meet up with Edelstein, who shows the brothers the secret attic. Between the three of them, their provisions will only last 11 days. Edelstein advises Henry to talk to his brother, and with a brave front, the older brother comforts the deaf Sam, distracting him with crayons and making him promise to decorate their place with drawings. 10 days later, while Henry observes the resistance group outside, Sam tells him he's hungry, but his older brother tells him to wait. Edelstein, who's gone to get more food, hasn't come back yet. When a day passes with no Edelstein in sight, Henry tells his younger brother they need to leave. As he's been observing everyone's patterns, he's confident they can escape on foot. Inspired by his brother's drawings, Henry paints a mask on Sam's face, making the boy smile. As they're escaping, Henry witnesses an unknown man who is revealed to be Joel, making short work of resistance soldiers. The older brother announces to Sam that there's a change of plans, and later, they follow Joel and Ellie into the tall building. That night, the brothers hold Joel and Ellie at gunpoint, and after the older brother makes Joel promise not to do anything drastic, Henry introduces himself as the most wanted man in Kansas City. While Ellie shares the food she has left with Joel and the brothers, Henry tells them he knows a way out of the city. Hours later, while overlooking Kansas City, Henry tells Joel that their Fedra was taken down 10 days ago. Joel comments that they've heard how awful Casey Fedra was, which the younger man confirms, saying they've tortured and killed people for 20 years, and as a result, the people revolted. Henry refers to himself as someone worse than Fedra, a collaborator, which evokes a strong dislike from Joel, who says he doesn't work with rats. But Henry reminds Joel that he has no choice this time, since only he and Sam know the way out. He admits that he's seen Joel fight, and it's because of his skills that the brothers want to ally with him. He draws Joel a map, showing that they're surrounded by highways that are guarded by Kathleen's men. To escape, they'll have to go through underground maintenance tunnels. But the catch is, 15 years ago, Fedra drove all their infected underground. However, Henry says he got information that it's been cleared out 3 years ago, making him confident that Joel will be sufficient enough to deal with whatever's left. Soon after, they head to the bank, where they enter the tunnel. Upon seeing that it's empty, Henry exclaims triumphantly that he's right, before he's shushed by Joel. When the younger man comments to Ellie that her dad is a pessimist, both she and Joel immediately deny they're related. Soon, they come across a nursery room, and the group decides to rest for a moment. While Ellie and Sam busy themselves with playing, Henry looks at them fondly, which Joel notices. Joel states that he regretted his words earlier, guessing Henry must have worked with Fedra for his brother. However, Henry truly believes he isn't a good person, as he once betrayed a great man because he needed Fedra's medicine for Sam, who's been sick with leukemia. With that great man being Michael, the leader of the resistance and also Kathleen's brother, revealing why Kathleen is so desperately trying to find Henry. Meanwhile, Kathleen visits her childhood room that she shared with her brother Michael. After Perry finds her, she reminisces about how kind her brother was, knowing he'd be horrified by the things she's done. Back when he was still alive in prison, Michael told her to forgive, but she refused to, not seeing the point of doing so. Perry says that although Michael was great, it was Kathleen who made a change, and they'll follow her for it. That night, Joel's group emerges from the tunnel, and though initially they're feeling good, somebody starts shooting at them. Fortunately, their attacker doesn't have good aim, and Joel manages to reach him. As the old man refuses to stand down, Joel is forced to kill him. before realizing that the man had been in contact with the resistance and relayed their location to Kathleen. Joel yells for the others to run, while Kathleen orders her men to clear a way for them. While the truck shoves cars out of the way and chases after Ellie and the others, Joel keeps shooting at the vehicle until finally he hits the driver. The truck crashes into a house before exploding. Luckily, Ellie isn't hurt and Henry helps her to safety, but now they're all surrounded by the resistance. Henry volunteers to surrender if Kathleen lets the kids go, but she refuses. He instructs Ellie to take his brother and run when they have a chance. Just as Henry shows himself, the exploded truck starts to sink, and soon after, they hear the shrieks of the infected, instantly alarming everyone. As the sinkhole widens, a horde of infected comes out, swarming the resistance. Chaos erupts, giving Henry and the kids a chance to run. In the chaos, Ellie gets separated from them, but Joel protects her, and she eventually gets inside a car. Just then, a large infected, known as a bloater, emerges from the sinkhole, and though Perry shoots it, it's unaffected. He tells Kathleen to escape, and she runs, with the bloater then ripping his head from his body. Meanwhile, a child clicker enters the car where Ellie is, forcing her to make a quick exit. Suddenly, she spots Henry and Sam under a car, trapped by two infected. As she makes her way toward them, Joel again provides her with supporting fire, and when she reaches the brothers, she kills one infected while Joel shoots the other. As they're trying to get away, they're stopped by Kathleen, who's pointing a gun at them. However, before she can shoot, the child clicker jumps on her and kills her. Joel tells them to move, and finally, they make their escape. In a dilapidated motel, the group rests, and while Ellie and Sam bond over their favorite comic, Joel and Henry bond over their duties as protectors. Later, Ellie confesses to Sam that she's scared of ending up alone, while he confesses that he got bitten earlier. Desperate, Ellie slices her palm, applying her blood to his wound, as she believes it could be a cure. She promises to stay awake with him, but eventually ends up falling asleep. When morning comes, Sam has become infected, and he attacks Ellie. The two of them crash into the living room where Joel and Henry are, and when Joel immediately moves for a gun, Henry takes it first and fires a warning shot at him. As Sam keeps attacking Ellie, Henry shoots his brother dead, and upon realizing what he's done, he takes his own life. Heartbroken, Ellie, together with Joel, bury the two brothers before leaving westwards. She writes an apology on Sam's magic slate and places it on his grave.